Your stomach tightens. Your chest feels heavy. A wave of nausea rises and you wonder if you are sick. But what if this sickness isn't a disease? What if it is anxiety speaking through your body? Science shows us that when anxiety takes over, it does not stay in your thoughts. It moves into your stomach. Stress hormones shift blood away from digestion. The vagus nerve carries alarm signals that unsettle the gut. The knot you feel is not weakness. It is a survival system misfiring. Anxiety nausea is real. It is your nervous system at work. And the moment you understand it, you can begin to calm it. That brings us to the first hidden link between anxiety and nausea. Researchers call it the gut-brain axis, a constant dialogue between the nervous system and digestion. Signals travel both ways through the vagus nerve, carrying stress from the mind into the stomach. When anxiety rises, this pathway disrupts the natural rhythm of the gut, creating nausea, cramping, or bloating. It is not imagination. It is biology. Understanding this hidden link turns fear into clarity, and clarity is the first step toward control. The stomach knot is the body's alarm in action. When the brain senses danger, adrenaline and cortisol surge. Blood is pulled away from digestion toward the muscles. Breathing shortens, the chest tightens, and the stomach contracts. This is the fight or flight response written inside the gut. The knot feels overwhelming, but it is not a sign of weakness. It is a protective reflex, fired in the wrong context. Once you see it for what it is, you can begin teaching your body safety again. Seeing the stomach knot as a reflex already changes the perspective. But what often keeps nausea alive are the mistakes we make when trying to cope with it. The first mistake is ignoring the body. Many try to push through, telling themselves it is nothing. But the body does not quiet down when dismissed. It only speaks louder. The second mistake is eating too quickly or too much. Food can feel like comfort, yet when digestion is slowed by stress, overload turns into heaviness and sharper nausea. The third mistake is waiting passively for it to disappear. Hope is important, but waiting without tools fuels worry. That worry feeds the gut-brain loop, and the sensation grows stronger. These mistakes are not weakness. They are survival habits misplaced. And the moment you stop feeding them, you create space for relief. That space is where science begins to offer practical solutions. Once you stop reinforcing the cycle, the next step is learning how to calm it. Science offers several proven ways to interrupt the gut-brain loop and restore balance. The first is HRV biofeedback. When stress rigidly locks your heart rhythm, the stomach feels it. By practicing slow, rhythmic breathing, you restore flexibility through the vagus nerve. Try inhaling for 4 seconds and exhaling for 6. Hand on your stomach for 3 minutes. This rhythm tells the body it is safe, and the stomach begins to release. The second is gut-directed hypnotherapy. Anxiety often teaches the gut a story of danger. Hypnotherapy rewrites that story through guided imagery. Close your eyes and picture your stomach as a calm tide, waves moving steadily to the shore with every exhale. Over time, the gut follows the calmer narrative you give it. The third is slow breathing for acute nausea. When symptoms rise suddenly, you need a tool that works anywhere. Breathe slowly, about 10 to 12 seconds per breath for 10 cycles. Inhale for 4 to 5 seconds. Exhale for 6 to 7. The extended out-breath is the signal that shuts down the alarm and steadies digestion in the moment. The fourth is mindfulness interoception. Most people fight or avoid the sensation, but fear is what sharpens it. Instead, place a hand on your abdomen and observe the feeling with curiosity. Notice if it is tight, fluttering, heavy. Naming it without judgment reduces its intensity and breaks the fear-nausea loop. The fifth is the 5-minute gut-brain reset. This combines breath, touch, and grounding to shift multiple systems at once. Sit with feet firmly on the ground. Place warm hands on your stomach. Breathe in for 4 and out for 6 for 2 minutes. Press one hand gently on your chest, then look around and name 3 objects you see. This multisensory reset interrupts escalation and teaches the nervous system a new pattern of safety. Each of these practices works through a different pathway, but together they prove one truth. Anxiety nausea is not a trap. It can be eased when you show your body consistent signals of safety. Quick tools bring relief, but the deeper change happens with repetition. Every calm breath, every reset, every moment of mindful awareness leaves a trace in the nervous system. Neuroscience calls this neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reshape its own pathways. The gut-brain axis is not fixed. It adapts to what you practice most. Each time you send signals of safety, you are teaching your body a new language. Over weeks and months, the stomach knot loosens, not because symptoms magically disappear, but because the nervous system has learned calmer patterns. Healing is not about erasing anxiety. It is about building new circuits of safety. Many people wonder if anxiety will ever go away. The honest answer is that anxiety rarely vanishes on its own, but it can transform. The stomach knot does not have to define your life. The same system that once overreacted can be trained towards steadiness. Your body is not stuck. It is learning, and you can guide that learning. With time, the reflex that once created nausea can shift into resilience. Anxiety may not disappear overnight, but calm can become the new baseline. Your body is not broken, it is learning. And every practice you repeat, every moment you guide your breath and calm your stomach, is a lesson in safety. Over time, these lessons accumulate until your system no longer reacts with the same force. Nausea loses its grip because your body has found another way to respond. That path is already available to you, and it begins with knowing how your own nervous system reacts under pressure. If you want to see your personal anxiety profile, take the anxiety quiz. In just 3 minutes, you will discover how your body responds to stress and receive a science-based step to start rewiring today. Click the link in the pinned comment or in the description and take the quiz now.